What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, 360, the poet from the Morning Wood, and I'm here to talk to you about the Sci-Fi Center. It's your Vegas home for science fiction, horror, and fantasy. From comic books, toys, and posters to movie screenings and live events, they've got you covered. Located at 900 Karen Avenue, Suite B209, give them a call, 702-900-4335, or reach them at thescificenter.com.
Hey, what's up?
All your favorite artists.
Check it out.
Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On Hot 7025fm.com.
You already know. It's Wednesday, baby. It's hump day. You know what it is. It's time to Holla. What's happening? Oh, that's what it is. You know what it is. It's time to Holla. ATTHAHOMIE. It's time to holler at the homie, baby. It's Wednesday hump day right here on Hot 7025fm.com. It's your main man, 360 the poet. That's THAPOET. In case y'all ain't knowing, y'all spell my shit wrong, because that stands for something. Tenacity, heart, and attitude present opportunities every time. We right here with the hottest station in the land, and I'm your main man with the plan. You know what it is. It is what it is. Where y'all at and what y'all doing, and what y'all doing where y'all at. We here. You know how it is. Sometimes you got to get your background checked out behind you to make sure everything is rocking and rolling, but it is now. And we're going to do what we do like we do every week. You at the number one advice column on the planet. I'm going to say on the planet because, we've been having visitors from other planets and stuff come see us right out here in old Vegas. So I'm going to say right now, you looking at the hottest station on the planet, just in case Jupiter got some hot-ish going on out there, or Saturn on the third ring from the left got a hot station going on over there. I don't know. You got to make sure that you don't mess around and challenge the aliens, because if they come, I just want to be cool with them. I just want to be cool with the aliens. I just want to let y'all know that. So if they come, what up? What up, Ock? Acapella in the building, the homeboy Ock in the building. Good to see you as always, baby. What's going on, Dak? Kari Kofi, what's happening with you, homeboy? Who you with? Speaking of who you with, I always want to talk about our sponsors. My sponsor this week is brought to you by Gospel-ish Clothing. So if you don't know how to spell it, that's Gospel and ISH Clothing. You can find them at Gospel-ish_clothing on Instagram. It's the homeboy B Herb, and this is the perfect message for me. You see what it says? It says, warning, the Lord is still working on me. He working on me. So, yes, I may be humble and may be chill and all those other kind of things for the most part, but it's still a work in progress, so don't test me too hard. You know what I mean? You heard Pac say, I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Because I'm still a work in progress, so I don't want to, act like I got it all the way together when I really, really, really don't. What up, Young Stitch in the building? Hey, Rich, what's going on? What's going on, Joyce B? Young Joyce Brown, my sister from another mister out there holding it down for me all the way from the wood. Yeah, man, so, like I said before, Gospel-ish Clothing is the homeboy B Herb. Who you with? One click, put me down, lakes me with one of these shirts, just because he said it fit my demeanor. Now, I don't know what he meant by that, but yeah, I do. I know exactly what he meant, because it does fit my demeanor, because I need some work, some construction going on inside of me. On the outside, the shell is cool. I'm looking all right out here in these streets, for, closer to 50 than I am to 30. So, I'm looking all right out in these streets on the outside, but on the inside, I'm getting some work done spiritually, mentally, really physically, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie to you. About to undergo the knife in about 2 weeks, so we're gonna see how that works. We're going to be broadcasting live from the man cave on Wednesdays for about 5-6 weeks. But we'll see how that goes. But you know where you at. You right here coming to holler at the homie. And all y'all done saw the question online today. And y'all really want to know exactly what to do and all these things of that nature. Y'all got y'all points Oh, what's happening? Superman of the car biz in the building. Go holler at him out there, Cool Springs, Toyota. Out there, anybody down there in the Nashville or, central south area, Kentucky, you can go holler at him in Kentucky. Come across the border. Come on down 65. Holler at Al out there, Cool Springs. But also, if you ever want to call in, make sure you know that the number is easy to find. It's right down here at the bottom of the screen or right up here. Oh, over here. There it is. There's my little thing up there. In the corner of the screen, it's 702-551-5261. That's 702-551-5261. If you're trying to tap in with the homie, the phone will ring right here. I'll see your number pop up, where you calling from, all that kind of good stuff. You can ask your question or give your input. But also, you can always email me at hollaatthehomie@gmail.com. That's HOLLAATTHAHOMIE@gmail.com. And that's how our writer slash listener slash viewer slash reader out here reached us this week. And they entitled their level, you got to leave a subject matter for your letter. It says, trying to mind my own. So that let me know off top. Somebody, I ain't going to tell you no gossip. You ain't heard it from me. That's what they trying to tell me. So let's get into it, y'all. It says, hey, homie, I need your advice. Let me say this before I start. Look, air quotes. I love air quotes. I ideally mind my own business, but this one is getting to me. I have two friends I consider more like family, and they themselves are a couple. And I have been feeling a certain way about withholding information from one of them. For the sake of not naming names, I will refer to them as guy and gal when I need to. So they have been in a relationship, in quotes, not married, for 10 years. Recently, I got the scoop on some pretty steamy tea. Guy has been buried in work lately, and Gal says she's going on a girls' trip with her sorors. Yet I know for a fact that she actually went on a trip with another dude. Backstory. Guy is very well aware that she's been unfaithful, and he knows about her previous infidelities. And he hasn't left her. But he talks to me about this trip that she went on, asking me questions, trying to see if I'm going to give the same answers in which she gave him. Not knowing that she didn't go on this trip with her girlfriends and that indeed she was on it with another dude. Ask me how I know there's another dude involved in this situation? He's my brother. Oh, help me here. Should I tell or should I stay quiet? Sincerely, professional business minder. Oh, you got some splaining to do, Lucy. So first, okay. All right, so I need to know one. Let me say this. Is your real brother, or it's that's my bro. That's my brother. How people say that's my brother. It's your play brother. But regardless, you got enough info on dude to know that he's there with her. That's who, because he flew her out. That's how they say it. That's what they say nowadays. He flew me out. They got flued out. Flown out, flued out, whatever you want to call it. So you got that information. So I need to know if that's your real brother or whether that's like your play brother. That's some information I need you to know. So hit me on my DM if you need to. Hit me on another email. I can see it pop up over here. I think my phone will give me a signal. But rewind. Hit that fish now. That's a doozy. And I can only ask, who are you more loyal to? I wouldn't know how to face this situation. Oh, let me rewind always. If I fish now, I have never been trained. Let me give my disclaimer. I've never been trained and or whether clinically, whether it's been taking any courses on how to be a psychologist, a psychiatrist, and or a counselor of any sort. But what I have done is I've lived a life. Yes, I've lived. And I've had some experiences. And through those experiences, I've also come across people who I've able to sponge up and live vicariously through them and take on some of their experiences and be able to sponge up that game and give it back to you. So again, I've never been trained on how to be a psychologist or a psychiatrist or a counselor. What's up to the alumni press? Chucky in the building. But I do have some advice to some people. So in regards to this letter, you say that you're friends with both of them. Okay, so that lets me know that either you introduced him to her, or you introduced her to him, or you were around when it all came about, because for you to say that you are friends with both implies to me that you have loyalties in both directions, right? So the question I have to ask you is, who are you more loyal to, Miss Professional Business Minder? I think it's Miss. You didn't identify yourself, but I'm gonna call you Miss because you gave some steamy tea. But I'm not gonna say Miss. I'm gonna say Mr. or Miss Professional Business Minder. Who are you more loyal to? Are you more loyal to the girlfriend in this situation or to the boyfriend in this situation? Is that your homeboy? Is that one of your brothers? Or is that your sis? Ask yourself that. Who are you more loyal to in this situation? And that's going to be where you find the origin of your answer. I mean, not true. Hey, if it were me, I'd want to, my name is Bennett and I ain't in it. My name is Jess and I ain't in that mess. All those different things. I would like to say, but you kind of deep. You in it, your brother in it, like your friends are in it. Like, do your brother know the dude that, that's asking you these questions about, like, trying to get the answers that his girl gave him? Like, cause if he do, I ain't gonna lie, he foul. I ain't gonna lie, I don't rock like that. I'm not the type to, be in your face and then be smashing your girl behind your back. That's some hand stuff, hoe ass ninja. That's some hoe ass ninja stuff right there. I can't, if in my right mind, be in your face, knowing that your girl is one of my side pieces, or just one of my pieces, period. If you ain't got no main piece, you don't have no side pieces. That's first and foremost. Let me help people understand that. All these people out here claiming all these side pieces. If you don't have a main piece, you don't officially have a side piece. Let's get that understood. So you just got pieces. Anyway, so if they one of your pieces, and you know that you her side piece because you kick it and smile in the dude face, then your brother foul. Mr. or Miss Professional Business Minder. Your brother foul. Let's start with that. But if he don't hang with him, and I can't really speak on their situation, and maybe he the one that she been messing around this whole time with, and that's how he became your brother. I don't know. It's a lot of little different moving pieces. My wheels get to turning. I want to know more about that situation, like if your brother know this dude. Because that can take some answers way to another different dimension. But the fact that you know this dude and your brother, you really in a pickle. And the girl, because I got to ask you this. If you do have more loyalty to her, let's say you have more loyalty to the homegirl that's supposed to be with her sorors, right? She's supposed to be out there, ooh whooping, ski wee, yipping, something, right? She's supposed to be out there doing something with her voice and her hands. But she doing other stuff with her voice and her hands and possibly other parts of her body. Who knows? I'm not there. I'm not a fly on the wall. I'm just saying. If you know about all these moving pieces, you in a pickle, Mr. or Miss Professional Business Minder. You can't mind your business in this one because everybody in this is your business. What up, K-Rock? Everybody in here is your business. Like, you got to understand that. So this is my advice to you. Again, I never tell you what to do. I'm just give people options. So these are a couple of options that I'm talking about for you. Like, we all know the saying, snitches get stitches, and, bros before hoes, and, all that kind of stuff. What up, Rail? All that kind of stuff, But in this situation, it seems as if your loyalties are tangled to a point where it's got you kind of uncomfortable. I'd be, if I were you, if the piece of the puzzle that you are, I'd be uncomfortable. I'd be claustrophobic in my feelings. Like, I don't know how I would manage, being able to know all parties involved in this cheating triangle. It ain't even a cheating triangle. It's just one cheater. Well, one cheater with the assist of a person that you know, unbeknownst to another person that you know well enough. Because my thing, I keep going back to this. It says that the dude is asking you questions to make sure that you feel like you're trying to make sure that your answers match up with hers. So I hope that, because apparently, maybe damn, then now does she know that that's your brother? She got to. If she your homegirl and that's your brother, whether it's your real brother or your new age brother, through experience, then she should know that, so she didn't have to get y'all rehearsed schedule together. So I think what you doing, Miss Professional Business Minder, you trying to get justification from 360 to say it's okay for you not to say anything. And I'm going to give you that. I'm going to tell you it's okay, because I never tell anybody what to do. But on the adverse side of that, you're carrying a weight on your shoulders that's giving you stress that you're not even a piece of the pie. You didn't fly her out. You didn't hook her up with your brother. What up, Click Shell? You didn't, you didn't, you haven't lied to the boyfriend yet. So you're really not a piece of the pie as far as like being in the muck. You're not there yet. You don't have to take ownership of anything as of yet. So I think you're trying to get me to give you permission to say you don't have to say anything. But if you know about all these things and you're allowing this stress to be on your shoulders, then you're doing damage to yourself. Honestly, let's start there. You're doing damage to yourself, because holding stuff in like this and not knowing what to do with this information, because he's asking you questions. So, whether it's through text or whether it's in person, if it's in person, you really got to answer and say something right then. But if it's through text, are you checking in with her like, hey, girl, what'd you tell him? Because he's asking me such and such. Because now, if it ever come out later on that you lied and it comes out, then you got receipts. Anybody can screenshot it and say, hey, she was helping me, or he was helping me. I don't know whether it's he or she. He or she was helping me. Anybody can screenshot that and say that at this point now, right? So, in today's day and age, like, cheating ain't as easy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Cheating would not be as easy. Is not easy in today's day and time. I gave it up because it ain't easy. I don't have time. I'm already getting salt and pepper in my beard. If I'm trying to do the most, I gave it up because it ain't easy. It ain't. Now, there's too many ways to get caught up. Got me feeling it. You know what I mean? Usher would be on everybody's playlist. If if some people ain't calmed down. So, but you being exactly, if not me, then who? My homeboy K-Rock said everybody should mind their own business. And I just got a knife emoji sent my way from I already know who. I said I gave it up, babe. But I'm just saying, though, but Mr. or Miss Professional Business Minder, you're involved as part of the cheating scandal. Like, you part of the RICO. You part of the cheat code. I'm just letting you know, you part of the cheat code. The cheating and, information operation. You part of that cheat code. You collabed with all them. You are a corroborator in this situation. So, do you come clean? How do you clear your conscience? Because you came to me, to find out, what do I do with this information? And I'm telling you, these are your options. You can hold it in. you can keep it and you know, and take it to the grave, you know, and that's your loyalty to her or your loyalty to your bro. But if you friends all the way around, there's another option. You can go and release this air to somebody. Maybe you talk to your bro about it, you know, since he's the one that, you know, in my possibility, flew her out, you know, to get her somewhere where she can lie to her man and say that she was on a trip with her girls. But yet, you know, but then again, if maybe she tricking off. I don't know. Maybe she tricking off on him. It happens. Maybe she picked the destination and bought the tickets. It happens. It happens. Maybe he's slanging that D. And she like, baby, let's meet in Aruba. Let's get a stamp in your passport. I got you. Where them sugar mamas at? She's and right. I'm just saying, like, maybe she flew him out. I don't know the whole situation. But you are privy to all of it because you put it right here in your letter. So that lets me know that you know about it all. You are in the know, as they say. You know, and it says the backstory says that he has known of her infidelities and hasn't left her. But then he talks to me about this trip with hopes that I will give him the answers that she gave him. What? So he knows. So pretty much. Like, so basically you friends. I don't label anybody. But he's got suckerish ways. I'll say that. I'll say there's suckeristic ways in this guy. If he knows of her infidelities, like he know, like you said, backstory, he knows of her infidelities before, but has not left her. So maybe the homie did fly her out because she got that thigh. Apparently, like for somebody to know that you cheating on him and you swamped at work. And then, yeah, he knows that. He knows. You know, like that's the question. Like, you know that she's cheated before. Like, and you swamped at work. And now she decides to take a girl's trip that probably wasn't planned, or she planned it while she knew that you had some big projects. She got that. Exactly, Twin J. She got that good. Or you just ain't got nothing. You ain't got no hopes in the world to catch anybody else in the world. Like, because that's suckeristic ways. I'm not going to call you a sucker, Mr. Homeboy of Professional Business Minder, but that's some suckeristic ways. Some suckeristic, you know, tactics going on. You know. So let me, you know, for those who just joining us, let me recap a little bit. I always like to bring people back up because I see people popping in here and there. So I got a letter in front of me. Somebody said need some advice. They friends with a couple that's been together for 10 years. They're not married. They've been together 10 years. And one of the friends is going out of town. I mean, the girl of the relationship is going out of town on a so-called girls trip. But this person that's writing me the letter knows for a fact that they are out of town because they're out of town with her brother. Well, his or her brother. I don't know if they man or female, but his or her brother. But then now the other friend, the boyfriend of the girl who's out of town, is coming to her, his or him or her, asking questions. But the boyfriend knows that the girlfriend been unfaithful before. So basically, in a nutshell, the boyfriend was coming to you, Mr. or Mrs. Professional Business Minder, to find out, you know, either solidify, like, I know I'm being stupid and they out of town with somebody else while I'm busting my ass here at work, or I need you to help me not feel this way and tell me that she's with her girls. Tell me she's with her girls. And my thing, exactly, 10 years and not married, that's why she's going out. He can't commit. Maybe he can't commit. Maybe she can't commit. What up, Robin? Maybe she can't commit, because if it's 10 years and you still with somebody and y'all not married, you know, maybe then again, marriage ain't for everybody. It's not. So I'm not here to, again, I never went to law school, so I'm not here judging anybody. I don't even own a gavel. My gavel's my hand. Bop, bop. It's about all I can give you is my hand. You know? But at the same time, man, you got to know, you got to be smarter than that, homeboy of Professional Business Minder. I hope you listening. I hope they tagged your ass in this video. I hope they did, because I need to talk to you front and center, sir. Ain't no meow that good. But then let me rewind. Hit fat fish snap, because we never know if you've been out there doing something. You know? What up, Pam Pam? You never know what this dude been out there doing. Maybe he's okay with her cheating because he got another situationship going on. You know? Maybe they both rolling stones. Maybe he's really not busy at work. So then that's where you go and try to find your, this is where you find your answers. Like, do you say anything? Do you say anything to the people? Like, you gotta, will it benefit? Like, I remember one of my favorite scenes in Being Mary Jane. Like, I think I brought this up before. Is Mary Jane walks up to, like, that's when she was messing around with Omari Hardwick on the side, right? Like, he's messing around with Omari Hardwick on the side, and she sees his wife, and she's fed up with being the side piece. So she just huffs up to this wife. I think they're like a video store or somewhere, like in some type of store. It might have been IKEA or something, right? And she walks over to her and she says, just to let you know, I'm sleeping with your husband. and I'm laughing in advance because the wife turns to Mary Jane and says to her, she said his sexy ass. Omari Hardwick, that's Ghost. Turns to Ghost wife and said, Ghost wife turned to him and says, like, okay, and what do you expect me to do with this information? Do you expect me to, make a scene here? Do you expect me to go home and leave my husband so now you can have him? So now I'm stuck with my kids without my husband. What do you expect me to do with this information? So you got to ask yourself that. That scene was powerful because Mary Jane ain't have a thing to say. All I know is Gabrielle Union turned her ass right back around and walked away feeling stupid in that scene, but she played it perfectly because it was a real situation played out on TV that a lot of people really wouldn't know how to respond. What's up, Cole? My neighbor on the line. A lot of people wouldn't know how to respond to that. How would you respond to somebody responding to you that way? Like, what, and? Okay, I know my husband, and? What if the dude responds to you that way? Or what if you go to the homegirl and be like, hey, girl, you shouldn't be doing this, that, and the third. Again, passing your judgment. You shouldn't be doing this. You got me stuck in the middle, blah, blah, blah. You're like, and what if she turned around and say, I didn't ask you to cover for me? Because not once in your letter did you say that she wanted you to cover for her. At least it didn't say that. I'm not privy to that information at this moment. But if she didn't ask you to cover for her, what if she said, I didn't ask you to cover for me? Do what you gonna do. And then now your disloyalty to her is exposed? Or is it disloyalty? Is it, can you talk to her as a friend, be like, hey girl, just heads up, like, I love you. I'm not gonna rat you out, but I don't feel comfortable being in the middle of this. Like, so, and what if you tell her to tell her husband herself? She'd be like, I'm not doing that. Or what if she tell you he already know? Then because if nobody asks you to cover, then you just privy to a lot of information. And now the boyfriend has asked you, the boyfriend and asked you to kind of fill in his blanks for him, and it's got your feathers ruffled. Maybe that's the situation. I just thought about that right now. Light bulb, bing. You really don't have any skin in the game, but they just, the drama surrounds you. So then you got to ask yourself, how did I end up here? But then you can look on the other side. Like, I was listening to some Biggie Smalls and Lil Kim earlier. Another Bewitch. He says, what do you do when your girl is untrue? Do you cut that hooker off and find someone new? I need another Bewitch. I just don't like calling. You know what the words is. In my life. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you tell him this, does he go get somebody else? And or are you telling him? Do you want to tell him? You want to get permission from me to tell him this So y'all can get something going on. Like, well, sure, bro and your wife, you and your old lady got something going on. So me and Mr. Jones, that's what you thinking? I don't know. I got to ask all these questions. I must ask all these questions. I want to hear from y'all. Hit me up. 702-551-5261. The line is wide open. Or leave me a comment down here. You know I like to reply to them. You know, I'm multitasking over here answering these questions. But, you know, to recap to you, Mr. or Miss, you know, professional business minder, you got to ask yourself, where do your loyalties lie? Because loyalty is what makes you said you consider them both family. So you have to have loyalty to, you know, or in my opinion, IMO, in order for you to consider, in order for somebody to be family, they have to be loyal. That's me. Loyalty is what makes family, in my opinion. It's not bloodline. It's none of the other kind of stuff. It's, you know, blood makes you related. Loyalty makes you family. You can, you know, she said, what's this twin Jay said, she need to go to her girl and let her know her dude is asking questions. And I'm pretty sure she done shot that text. Like, hey, man, like, hey, Jerome over here asking questions. Like, where are you? As a matter of fact, don't answer that. What you want me to tell him? Because girls, y'all know how to cover for each other. Oh my God. I got all sisters. Most of my cousins, girls. You know, the few of us dudes that are our cousins, we was like, you know, either trying to run stuff all the time or sitting there listening, trying to figure out how they do what they do. Me, I always want to figure out how they do what they do, but then go act like I'm running stuff. So, you know, she's probably already, in communication with Mr. or Miss Professional Business Minder, or maybe not. Maybe not, and that's why you asking me. I hope you didn't leave nobody hanging too long, and you at least fed them some BS or gave them something to think about. You know, so my biggest thing is this, right? So you stuck in the middle, yes, you're in a pickle, but apparently you want to get it off your chest in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So for me to say, how do you get it off your chest? You have to reveal something to somebody. So my safest recommendation, again, not telling you what to do, just giving you options. My safest option would be for you to address the one you call your brother. And not in any kind of like, hey, why you doing this type of stuff, but just more like, wagwan. What up, bro? So I'm just letting you know I'm privy to all this information. Whether you know I'm privy to this information or not, I'm telling you right now because you're the only person I can talk to without it getting messy in my eyes. That's an option for you because both you and your bro are the ones who are not involved in the relationship. Because loose lips sink ships, meaning relationships, right? So, like, I would talk to your bro about it and get his take on it. Like, because, you know, they've been pillow talking. If they both on a trip together, it's some pillow talking going on. I don't care who you are, what you think you doing. If you on a trip, secret and or known to everybody, with a female and a male, I don't know about the other ones, but a female and a male on a trip together, it's some pillow talking. Y'all on vacation. It's times when y'all in the bed for hours, chilling, because you on vacay. So what you gonna talk about? Talk about your friends. Talk about this, that, and the third. So they done some pillow talking. So you can get the scoop on what's going on within their relationship if you trying to stay crystal clear and clean in this whole situation. You get the third party's information on the inside of the relationship because, you know, she done told him, girl, what you talking about? I'm here with you because he like guys, or I'm here with you because he got chicks on the side, or I'm here with you because, you know, he works all the time and he neglects me. So then when you have the information, then you can still be a friend to your other friend that's asking these questions about his girl that's on vacay, supposedly with her girls. You could gear the conversation to more. It's like, I understand. I know you probably worry because you're working a lot. And then ask that person, how's that working for you? Is that working good for your relationship? If they're neglecting them, or you can ask them like, you asking me this because are you about to take a trip or something? You can talk to your friends in any kind of way. If they're your friends, they asking you questions, ask them questions back. Answer a question with a question, because you need to know the input. Because with you being this involved in this situation, there's no real way you can give somebody info about it without somebody else knowing about it. What I mean is, like, even when you talk to your bro, he's going to go back and talk to the chick, and she's going to know that this dude been asking questions if you haven't talked to her about it already. So there's no way to stay completely clean. What's up, Tory Bug? There's no way to stay completely clean. Your nose can't stay clean in the situation. I'm sorry to let you know, there is no option D, all of the above, for this one. Your options are A, stay out of it and hold that pressure to yourself. B, tell your bro, talk to your bro about it. Not even tell him, just talk to him about it. C, talk to the girl about it. D, talk to the guy that's asking you the questions, the boyfriend, about it. There is no E, all of the above on this one. You can't do all of them and stay clean, that is. You can possibly come clean with everybody if you want to, but you can't do that and still stay out the business. You labeled your letter trying to mind my own. Are you trying? That's a question you got to ask yourself. Are you trying to mind your own? Exactly. Says she also don't want to put her bro in no crazy situation if this dude gets stupid. You right. So because he gonna ask, if you tell the boyfriend, well, actually she on a trip, he be like, well, how you know? Because it's with my brother. Oh, that's foul. Bow. Now your brother and him into it, and it was really all about her. That's a good point, Twin J2. You gotta say that's a good reason to kind of keep that option completely out of it, because you cannot answer that question without completely coming clean. Once you're in, you can't just dip your toe into that pool. You got to dive in. You got to do the full thing, baby. And do you want to, and are you willing to do that? Because you can want to do something till your face turn purple, but are you willing to go through with it? Wanting and willing are two different things. That's why it's two different words. They may both start with W, but they're two different words to give you two different things. So you don't want to put your bro in a crazy situation. So my number one option, I would say, would be to talk to your bro or stay out of it. Because if you talk to her about it and things don't go right, anytime something comes up later on down the road, anytime something pops up and somebody says something like, and a question comes between them about some infidelity, she gonna think you the one that told because you questioned her. I believe that in my heart of hearts, because apparently she's got a pattern of doing things, right? It's not her first rodeo. Her spur's not new. And if he knows that she's been untrue before, he's either looking for validation or confirmation. Meaning he wants validation that she's not doing it right now, or confirmation that, damn it, I knew I was right. And are you the one that's supposed to give him that? My cousin David said, tell on her. That's coming from a guy. We be thinking we want to know. Mario got a song and say, if you're cheating, keep it on the low. Like, I don't want to know. That's what he said. He said that. I don't even sing that song because it's so far from the truth. I want to know. So I know how to handle that. I want to know. Tell me. You see mine out there? Tell me. I'll handle it. Don't worry about it. I ain't gonna tell him you told. I ain't gonna tell her you told her. I ain't gonna tell nobody. I ain't gonna tell the person that you told on them. I ain't gonna tell my wife that you told on her. But I'm gonna handle it. But tell. No, I'm just playing. I would never recommend nobody telling nobody anything. But I'm not the one that's gonna sing. I don't want to know because I want to know. Plain and simple. Now, but this man may not though. He does, but he may not. He's pushing towards knowing, meaning he's like giving you an idea of what it would be like, you know, that he'd be okay if you let him know. But you really need to evaluate that. You really need to evaluate that and you know, or just flat out ask him like, it's another option. Oh shit, light bulb, bing, another light bulb just came up. If he's asking these questions, if they've been together 10 years and you're aware of him knowing about her infidelity and staying, then apparently he's comfortable enough with asking you these questions so you can give it to him raw. And just answer that with a statement or, with another question. Remember, I told you, answer his questions with a question. Be like, now, if she's out there and she's with her sorors and you getting mad about this, what do you think that's going to look like? Or if she's out there and she's not with her sorors and you getting mad about this, what are you going to do about it? Present him with some questions. He pressing you. He pressing you like a button-up shirt on a Saturday night, and you ain't hit him with no questions back. Psh, better bing, volley that thing right back that direction, dog. Send it back to him. Send it back across the net at him. What you gonna do with that information if I give it to you? What gonna do, son? You gonna say something to the gal? You gonna leave the gal? You gonna get all mad? You gonna go out get your own escapade? Ooh, so Lucy Lowe say, just say I wasn't there. Ask her. And she put up this shh emoji. It means like, shut your mouth. Say, I ain't there, so I don't know what she doing. You know, I'm going to tell you she told me what she told you too. Or don't even go that far, because that's giving too much information, because then you're lying too. You're still lying. Be like, I'm not on the trip with her, so I can't answer that for you. But apparently, like, again, you want to get it off your chest, holla at your bro. Be like, hey, what's up with this? If you're not privy to that information already. If you're not already, set up and part of the pawn and part of the situation, meaning you part of the moving pieces and you know what's going on. Because apparently your bro done told you that he on the trip with her. Because you know he on the trip with her, or she done told you that she on the trip with this dude. Do she even know that's your bro? Like, I don't know. Like, I need to know a little more info. Or just do like Lucy Lowe say, I wasn't there. Ask her. Get the hell out of my face with. No, you ain't got to say all that at the end. But, that sometimes you got to add those things at the end. Be like, just to let yourself know, keep yourself off the hook. Because you don't want to be considered as a liar. You don't want to be considered somebody that, that's part of the being in cahoots in the flim-flammery. But then again, your character is who you are. So with this having, with you questioning how you should feel about this, it should at least let you know you're at least somewhat decent of a person. And you'll be able to handle this according to how you see fit. But I think if it were me, I would explore a few of those options. You say I'm a mess. I am a mess, Icarice. I am. I'm a hot ass mess. Call me a ham. I'm a hot ass mess. But like, if this were me, what's up, Horn Dizzle? I would exercise a couple of those options. Either stay out of it and one, be like, don't even answer. Or be like Lucy Lowe said and says, I'm not there. Ask her. Or hit them back with some questions of your own. And see, if it, let him do his own detective work. You see what I'm saying? You got to let people do their own detective work from time to time, because just like the detectives, they get paid to find the answers to the information, right? So you giving up extra information that they didn't even dig deep and get, where does that benefit anybody? Not you, not them, because they didn't really learn how to get it on their own. Apparently this man needs to know, like, either you either he gonna continue these suckeristic ways in which he's exhibiting according to your letter, because you said that he's well aware of her infidelities but still hasn't left her, but then you didn't even say anything about him having any infidelities, because I'm pretty sure you'd have thrown that in there if he had cheated. And I know you look at them both as family, so you got to be, put your big boy big girl pants on, Mr. or Miss professional business minder, and say, like, look, I'm gonna stay the hell up out of this. I ain't gonna say a damn thing, and I want to say nothing to neither one of the people. I'm not there. Don't ask me nothing. Ask the gal. Or you can say, yeah, man, what you gonna do with the info? You're gonna get that. You're gonna say something to the gal. You're gonna leave the gal. But then that still puts you in the middle. So the best way is stay in your lane. I just had this conversation earlier today, and I have it I think once a week. When you stay in your lane, there is never any traffic, because it's your lane. People may try to dip in and out of it, but you navigating your lane, you see them, that's when you pump your brakes. Or you honk your horn and bark at them real quick, like, get out the way. But it's because it's your lane. You have the right and ownership to it because it's yours. So it's no traffic there. There's no collisions in your lane. Ox said, if he's aware, she is aware, he is aware. Just come clean at that point. Hey, what you said. What you said. Just say, hey, babe, I'm taking a trip with my other piece of dick. And, I'll see you when I get back. That's basically what you're saying. Because if you still feel it's necessary to make up lies, miss on a trip with the friend of Mr. or Miss Professional Business Mind, if you still feel like it's a reason you got to make up lies, then if you may feel like your person is dumber than what they are, or they may play dumber than what they are, or may in actuality be dumber than what they think they are. But if you with that person, then you using them, you using the people's loyalties. That's just an IMO, in my opinion. But you might as well just come clean with your dude at that point. Or if the dude know about these infidelities, he might as well just come out and ask, like, hey, come on. No bullshit. No, don't bullshit me, guy. You going with your friends, or you going to see the boy? And if she answer you the right way or the wrong way, you make your move from there. But I heard a long time ago, I think it was Love Jones, might have been Darius Love Hall. It was Darius Love Hall. He said, he learned a long time ago, don't ask the questions you don't want to know the answer to. Never ask a question that you don't want to know the answer to. That's how I feel that way 100%. If I'm not ready to grit and take it, and bear and grit and take it. Pam said, this is stressful. I'm going to stay single. And then Ox said, and she better answer when she get back. The locks may be changed. What you said? Because if you answer me and say that, that you out with the boy, girl, you better believe ain't no way you getting back in this house. Ain't no way. Taylor Oliver Nelson said, mind your business. I ain't saying nothing. It has nothing to do with me. Vicky Porter said, it's funny because we already know the answer. Why else we asking the question? Exact. That's another thing. That's another thing. If you know the answer already, that's why you ask. Women for sure. Now for dudes, we don't be that on point. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. If we even think it, we still don't believe it. You know what I mean? Like, but in the event that a woman thinks it, she already know the answer. She already know the answer to the question. So she just asking you to hear you say it out loud and admit to it. But you know me, Deny, 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 deny till I die. Nope, nope. The sky is not blue. I don't care what you say. It's green. I saw it was green. It was Northern Lights for the whole month. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't. What up, Sherry? I don't know what you talking about. Deny till I die. But if the thing about it is, if people are asking that question, a lot of times they know the answers. So if you give him the answers that he's looking for, then you got to think about what's he going to do with it. And then you got to incriminate your bro. And then what if, some dudes, we get mad at the person that they cheating with. They may not even know that the girl had a dude. Like, you may not even know that this chick got somebody at home, because women are smooth talking creatures. Oh my goodness, the most silver-tongued creatures on the planet. On the planet. And they make it sound so sweet and believable. Lying asses. But you know what I mean? But like, the thing about it is, you what is he? He may get mad at your bro. Then now they beefing and they busting at each other. They squabbing all over this gal who got that paya. Of course, it's always, men only fight over two things: money and punani. That's it. We ain't fighting over nothing else. Nothing else matters. Money or punani. Now, we'll whoop your ass over our kids, but they came out of a punani. So again, money, and they cost us money. So we either fighting over money or punani. We ain't fighting over nothing else. So you got Vicky, yes, y'all are that smooth. Clutch your pearls all you want to. Y'all smooth as silk on the backside of a suede blanket. I don't care what y'all say. You're right. David Smith Sr. said dudes don't be trying to find out if she's single. If it's up, if it's up, and it's up, and it's up, and it's up. Well, that's not even a question dudes ask, like, where your dude at? If a dude asks that question in the middle of something, he trying to make you his girl. So if you trying to be a side piece to something, don't even answer that question. Where your dude at? He probably texting you. Give him something stupid. Because if a dude start off with that question, he really trying to make you his girl. So just to let you know. I'm just saying, like, as we bring this back around a little bit before we bring it to a close, I just got to say one thing. Like, I think we've come to a consensus between myself and the viewers and the listeners. It's pretty much MYOB, mind your own business, pretty much, because they've got you all within this triangle of things, within this Bermuda Triangle of trouble, and you're not even a player in the game. That's what you got to understand and realize. You're not even a player in the game. So basically, mind your own business or come all the way clean. You don't get a chance to there's no 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. You ain't no splitting it down the middle. It's not an atom and you try to make, anything like that. You either come all the way clean or just STFU. Shut the up. One of the two. So, as always, I want to appreciate everybody who's took their time to tune in and tap in to Holla at the Homie each and every Wednesday. The viewership is getting bigger, so the gang is getting bigger. Big ups to Gospel-ish Clothing one more time for letting people know. It's a warning sign. I ain't got to say nothing. Warning, the Lord's still working on me, so press your luck if you want to. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. And big ups to Hot 7025 FM always for having me on this thing. And for all y'all, until next time, if you need me, holla at me, send me an email at hollaatthehomie@gmail.com. And always keep this song playing in your head for the rest of the day. HOLLAATTHAHOMIE. I'm holla at y'all in a minute. Holla at the homie.